3.4, derivation of beam expression. So we have here our figure 3.1, nonlinear stress distribution at ultimate load conditions. So we have here the cross-section ng ating reinforced concrete na beam, and we have here the stress variation at ultimate load conditions. So yung strain natin dito is being represented by the strain sub C, which represents the strain ng ating concrete sa extreme na compression fiber. And this is equivalent to 0.003 according to our ACI code. And dito naman, ito yung strain ng ating steel reinforcement. And considering na mag-yield yung ating tension steel, dapat yung magiging value ng ating strain dito must be greater than or equivalent to the strain, to the yield strain ng ating steel reinforcement. And ito naman yung actual na stress variation at ultimate load condition. As you can see, parabolic or nonlinear yung shape nito. And yung magnitude nito is taken to be FC prime. So para hindi maging complicate yung ating calculation, instead of using the nonlinear na stress distribution, we're going to make use of the equivalent na rectangular na stress block, with which yung magnitude nito is taken to be 0.85 FC prime according to our code. And instead of using C, we're going to make use of the depth of the compression block A, which is equivalent to our beta factor times our C. And of course, yung tensile force natin dito na T is equivalent to AS times our Fy. Fy yung ginamit dito because this is considering na mag-yield yung ating extreme na tension steel. Ito naman yung mga design assumptions natin for moment and axial strength. So una, we have the equilibrium shall be satisfied at each section. So meaning ng equilibrium, it refers to the balancing of forces acting on the cross-section at nominal strength. So that's why meron tayong relationship na yung T is equivalent to our C, in which yung T dito represents the tensile force ng ating steel reinforcement must be equivalent to our C, which is the compressive force from our compression block stress. Also, yung strain in concrete and non-pre-stress reinforcement shall be assumed proportional to the distance from the neutral axis. So that's the reason why yung ating strain diagram is ganito yung shape niya. And also, we have the maximum strain at the extreme concrete compression fiber, which is being represented by epsilon sub Cu. This is equivalent to 0.003. And then, yung tensile strength ng ating concrete shall be neglected in the flexural and axial strength na calculation. And also, the relationship between the concrete compressive stress and strain shall be represented by a rectangular, trapezoidal, parabolic, or other shape that results in prediction of strength in substantial agreement with results of compressive tests. Then lastly, the equivalent rectangular concrete stress distribution in accordance to this section satisfies section 22.2.2.3. And we have also the depth of our compression block stress, yung A. So according to the code, yung concrete stress of 0.85 FC prime shall be assumed uniformly distributed all over the equivalent compression zone, bounded by the edges of the cross-section and aligned parallel to the neutral axis located at distance A from the fiber of maximum compressive strain. So, yung depth ng ating compression block stress A is now equivalent to our beta factor times your C, in which yung C, this is the distance from the fiber of our maximum compressive strain to the neutral axis. And our beta factor is makukuha natin to gamit itong table from our ACI. And it corresponds to the value of our FC prime. If our FC prime is greater than or equal siya sa 17 megapascal, but less than or equivalent to 28 megapascal, yung beta factor natin is 0.85. However, if our FC prime is in between 28 tsaka 55, this is equivalent to 0.85 minus 0.05 times FC prime minus 28 all over 7. Pero such cases that our FC prime is greater or equal sa 55 megapascal, dapat yung beta factor natin is 0.65. Capacity versus demand. Yung capacity natin is being represented by multiplying our strength reduction factor tsaka yung nominal na moment. And dapat ma-exceed nito or equivalent ito sa ating M sub U. Yung M sub U naman dito corresponds to our demand or our factored na moment from using the load combinations, yung pinaka-critical. So, masatisfy natin to, itong equation na to. Then, therefore, masasabi natin na safe for flexure yung ating reinforced concrete na na-design. Coefficient of resistance. This is being represented by our notation na R sub M. From our equilibrium of forces, yung tensile force ng ating steel reinforcement, this is equivalent to the compressive force ng ating compression block. Considering na mag-yield yung ating stress, so yung T natin is equivalent to AS times Fy, and our C is equivalent to 0.85 Fc prime times yung area ng compression block natin na A sub B. This is considering na yung ating section is rectangular. So, if we're going to rearrange our equation here, yung A natin or the depth of our compression block is just equivalent to AS times Fy all over 0.85 Fc prime times RB. Now, let us say we're going to multiply both yung numerator natin tsaka yung denominator by D. So, yung magiging equation natin ngayon is equivalent to this one. So, dito, i-factor out natin yung AS all over BD. So, yung maiiwan na lang sa loob ng parenthesis dito is FYD all over 0.85 Fc prime. If we're going to let a variable which will represent the ratio between our steel area tsaka yung product ng B times D, we're going to use the notation na rho. So, yung mangyayari sa ating equation is that yung A na ngayon is now equivalent to our rho times yung Fy D all over 0.85 Fc prime. If we're going to sum up our own moments sa ating centroid ng ating compression block, yung nominal moment natin is equivalent to T times yung moment arm na D minus A all over 2. And if yung T natin shall be represented by the equations na AS times Fy, ito na ngayon yung magiging equation ng ating nominal moment. And if we're going to multiply both sides of our equation here by the strength reduction factor, makukuha natin ngayon yung ating capacity. Also, let us say na yung A natin dito shall be replaced by this equation here. So, ito na ngayon yung magiging equation ng ating phi mm. Then, after that, we're going to simplify this term here. So, 0.85 times 2, that will now be equivalent to 1.7. Also, yung ating steel area or A sub S, this is equivalent to rho times our BD. This expression here was taken from this equation. So, yung gagawin natin dito, itong AS natin dito will be substituted by this equation. So, yung mangyayari is ito na nga yan. Then after that, we're going to simplify. Take note, may D dito, tsaka yung may D rin tayo dito. So, that's why sa equation natin dito, meron na tayong D squared. After that, we're going to multiply yung rho inside dito sa ating parentheses. If that is the case, 1 times rho, may rho tayo dito. Then rho times rho, meron na tayong ditong rho squared. And after that, we're also going to equate yung phi mn natin to be equivalent to m sub u. So if we're going to divide both sides of our equation here by phi bd squared fy, therefore, ito na ngayon yung ating magiging equation. And after that, itong term natin dito, itatranspose lang natin on the other side. So magiging positive na siya. And then we're going to factor out yung fy all over 1.7 tsaka fc prime to get this term here. And also, yung rho natin dito will be transferred also on the other side of our equation. So magiging negative na ito. And then, we're going to factor out yung 1 minus fy from this equation here to get this term naman. And this is now equivalent to 0. Then after that, from here, madederive na natin ngayon yung equation ng ating coefficient of resistance because yung r sub n will now be equivalent to our mu all over yung ating phi bd squared. So ito na ngayon yung derived na equation ng ating coefficient of resistance. After that, we're going to derive naman the required steel ratio. So by continuing our equation, so balikan lang natin. So itong mu all over phi bd squared will be replaced by a notation na r sub n. So yung mangyayari sa ating equation is ito na ngayon. Then after that, take note, this is a quadratic na equation. So therefore, gagamitan natin ito ng quadratic na formula. So yung A is now equivalent to the coefficient ng ating rho dito. And this is now equivalent to fy all over 1.7 fc prime. And then, yung B natin is equivalent to the coefficient ng ating rho naman sa second na term. And this is equivalent to negative 1. And then lastly, yung C, this is the constant natin, na Rn times 1 all over Fy. So if we're going to make use of our quadratic na formula, x is equivalent to negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So therefore, yung x natin represents naman the rho. So we can replace this by rho na lang. Then isubstitute na lang natin dito yung b natin, which is negative 1, b, negative 1. Then next is yung a, itong fy all over 1.7 fc prime. A, fy all over 1.7 fc prime. Then yung ating c naman will be substituted by Rn all over 1 all over Fy. After nito, i-simplify lang natin. So, take note na yung 1.7 is pwede natin itong ma-factor into 0.85 times 2. So, after that, may 4 tayo dito, tapos dito may 2, so maka-cancel to. Ito magiging 2 na lang. So that's why we'll have an equation dito na 2 times Rn. And dito sa ilalim naman, sa denominator natin, maka-cancel tong 2. Kaya yung may iwan sa ating denominator is itong expression. Then after that, we're going to simplify na lang. So yung magiging yung mangyayari dito is that itong denominator natin, ma-multiply ito sa ating numerator, pero magkakaroon tayo dito ng inversion. So yung rho natin is now equivalent to 0.85 times fc prime all over fy times yung 1 plus minus, so the square root of 1 minus 2Rn all over 0.85 fc prime. And then, if we're going to neglect the positive part ng ating equation, yung ating required na steel ratio will now be equivalent to 0.85 fc prime all over fy times 1 minus the square root of 1 minus 2Rn all over 0.85 FC prime. Then lastly, we have the strain of the extreme na tension steel, which is being represented by our symbol or notation na epsilon sub t. So let us say we have here our cross-section ng ating reinforced concrete na rectangular na beam, in which yung total area ng ating steel dito is represented by A sub S. Then we have our width ng ating beam. Then we have also our effective depth. So let us say itong red na to, ito yung location ng ating neutral axis. Then meron tayong mga construction lines as a guide here. We're going to draw our strain. So first na strain natin is itong strain sub Cu, in which ito yung strain natin sa extreme na compression part ng ating concrete. And then mag-draw lang tayo ng line from this one na mag-cross dito sa ating location ng neutral axis papunta dito. And then we have another strain, yung strain sub T. Itong strain sub T or epsilon sub T, ito yung strain natin sa ating extreme na tension steel. And from our extreme na compression na fiber ng ating concrete papunta dito sa ating neutral axis, ito yung ating C. And then yung remaining dito na dimension is D minus C na lang. So as you can see here, meron tayong similar na mga right triangles dito. So using the proportion strain ng ating extreme tension steel all over D minus C is equivalent na ngayon sa ating strain ng ating concrete all over our C. By cross multiplication, therefore, yung strain ng ating extreme na tension steel is now equivalent to the strain ng ating extreme na compression fiber ng ating concrete times D minus C all over C. However, sa ating code, yung strain ng ating extreme na compression fiber ng ating concrete is equivalent to 0.003. So therefore, yung strain ng ating tension steel is now equivalent to 0.003 times D minus C all over our C.